From Siberia to New Zealand, migratory birds fly over 10,000 kilometers. In their travel, there is a place the birds can rest and fold their weary wings. There is a shelter that harbors diverse migratory birds like sandpipers, plovers, and other migratory birds facing extinction. Where there is an abundant food source, this is the Yellow Sea's brilliantly pristine Seocheon Tidal Flat. Halophytes form a forest on Seocheon's tidal flats after the tide rescinds. From freshly green zoysia grass to lush red-colored Soeda colonies, Seocheon's tidal flats are like a garden of salt plants. Halophytes connect the land and the ocean, transform organic materials, and provide food for benthic organisms. Tidal flats are divided into mud and sand flats. The most observed organism in mud flats is the ghost crab. There is also the plum-clawed grapsid crab. Sand crabs with large pinchers are male, and the females don't have the large pinchers. Sand flats have rounded grains of sand. Crabs that live here have eaten organic material within the flats and have spat these grains out. They're very diligent, aren't they? The peaceful, happy food festival for crabs is over. Migratory birds fly into Seocheon's tidal flats. The birds use Seocheon's tidal flats as a wintering and breeding ground, as well as a stopover. This is why Seocheon is a world-class paradise for migratory birds and an excellent site for birdwatching. Migratory birds visit Seocheon's flats every year, but there is a steady regular here, the Eurasian oystercatcher. It's locally called the black-headed oystercatcher in Korea for its head color, and it is a rare species designated a natural monument in Korea. This is the great knot, and it is having a feast today. The pteric sandpiper, with its upward bent bill, is also busy feeding. There is a bird famous for its long bill in the family Scolopacidae. It is the far eastern curlew. Its characteristic is its long downward bent bill. The far eastern curlew is famous for being an efficient crab eater because of its bill. The short-legged, short-billed Kentish plover and the Mongolian plover diligently seek food as well. Seocheon has many rare bird species as well. There are only 3,000 black-faced spoonbills in the world. They are named after their wide bills that they use to swirl about the tidal flats in search of food. There is a member of the shorebirds that is even rarer than the spoonbills. This migratory bird is at serious risk of extinction, with only 600 individuals left in the world. The spoon-billed sandpiper. We can see this rapidly disappearing protected species at Seocheon. After these shorebirds leave, wintering waterbirds visit the tidal flats. The common shelduck with a bump on its forehead is one of those birds. The common shelduck has a wide and large bill and can easily access organic materials in the tidal flats. Then there are swan geese, thought to be ancestors of Asian domestic geese. The swan geese breed in Siberia and spend winter in Seocheon. In order to protect Seocheon's tidal flats, where there is a remaining natural order, a peaceful ecosystem must be conserved. Yubudo Island, Sondori and Jangpori's tidal flats have been registered as Ramsar sites and protected wetlands. The tidal flat is not just a shelter for rare flora and fauna. People live off the land as well. We catch large quahogs as people pull the sleds, and the short-necked clam is in full season too. Sand flats produce many fresh, thin-shelled surf clams with thick eggs. In winter, we can see a world-class scenery at the mouth of Seocheon's Goom River. Hundreds of thousands of Baikal teals begin a majestic flight that covers Seocheon skies. The Baikal teal's flight is a marvelous sight. They follow the lead, change directions and ripples, and create geometric patterns. Their gorgeous flutters and fancy formation is akin to a favorite dance for people. Seocheon Tidal Flats, where people and nature coexist. This surely is a precious natural heritage we must all conserve.